Hey guys, it's Andrew Clark, and I just want to do a severe weather briefing for tomorrow's severe weather across the southeast. It's crazy to think about that. We're going to have more severe weather here, the third potential outbreak here in the last 2 weeks across the southeast. But I just wanted to give some details on what the models are showing and also how to prepare for the severe weather tomorrow. But to start out, it is a very beautiful spring day across much of the Chattahoochee Valley where I live. This is the tower cam in Columbus, looking across the Chattahoochee River from Phoenix City, Alabama, into Columbus, and it's a very nice day out there and warm as well. Much of Georgia sitting in the mid to upper 70s, 76 here in Columbus, 70 degrees on the mark in Atlanta, and 74 over in Statesboro. Across the border in Alabama, it's a little bit cooler, 61 over in Anniston, 75 in Troy, and 81 down in Andalusia. On radar, there's actually a couple spots of rain across our far northern counties, across northern parts of Troup County, also Chambers County, Tallapoosa County, and also southern Randolph County. There's a couple light to moderate rain showers that are moving southeast, so it is not out of the question that some of us could get a couple raindrops this afternoon, as this is the first disturbance that will be moving through our area over the next 24 hours or so. As I said, there is a chance for severe weather for tomorrow. The SPC on their day 2 outlook has outlined much of Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, the southern half of North Carolina, northern Florida, and southeast Mississippi in an enhanced risk, which is the level 3 out of 5. And again, zooming into Georgia, this includes much of the southern half of the state, basically anywhere south of I-20. So from Atlanta to Augusta and points south have an enhanced risk of severe weather. And according to the National Weather Service in Peachtree City, they have the threat for damaging winds and tornadoes at the moderate level. And there could be a chance for a couple strong tornadoes as well. That's definitely not out of the question, especially in the afternoon. There's also the secondary threats for large hail and flash flooding as well. And as it says here, the primary risk for more widespread severe thunderstorms will be Thursday afternoon to the early evening. But this is quite dependent on many factors, and I'll mention those as we go further into this briefing. And the National Weather Service in Birmingham for central Alabama has outlined the southern half of central Alabama, basically from Demopolis to Prattville to Wetumpka to Auburn and points south in an enhanced risk of severe weather. And the majority of the rest of central Alabama, Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Anniston, Gadsden, in a slight risk for severe weather. But here in our neck of the woods, of course, Auburn, Eufaula, Phoenix City, all in an enhanced risk for severe weather. Same threats, tornadoes, damaging winds, and large hail, all not out of the question tomorrow. So let's take you through the next couple days here using models. So we're under a high pressure system right now, which we are pretty dry from, but again, we can't rule out a couple chances for showers this afternoon as the disturbance off to our west across Texas and Oklahoma is going to move closer and closer as we go throughout the rest of today. And as we go into tonight, that low pressure system will be over southeast Oklahoma, and there will be a chance for severe weather across parts of northeast Texas, much of Arkansas, central and southern Oklahoma, and northwest Louisiana. And you see here there's actually a warm front developing out ahead of this as well. And that will be much like what we saw a couple days ago, the main factor for this severe weather. Now, as we go into tomorrow morning, the rain chances are going to dramatically increase as a line of storms will move into the Chattahoochee Valley as we go throughout the morning hours tomorrow. And you can see here that this will start out in central Alabama as we go into the early morning hours. And then as we go into the mid-afternoon, this line of storms will begin to move into our area with a chance for severe weather. So all hazards will be on the table with this one. Damaging winds, large hail will be the main threats, but this is where the interesting scenario comes into play, is right here. So you see that we are south of that warm front, so we're in that maritime tropical air mass, and it'll be interesting to see how the atmosphere recovers after this line of storms comes through. If it can recover enough in time, we could see discrete supercells develop, which would pose a threat for potentially a couple tornadoes, again, some of which could be strong. And the secondary threats of damaging winds and large hail would also be present with those as well. And then going into Friday, this system will move off to our east and affect the Atlantic coast, and we'll go back to being dry and sunny. For tonight, we'll get down to 58 degrees. There's a slight chance of showers, and it'll be quite damp out there. Those winds southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. A couple gusts could get up to 20 miles per hour. For Thursday, 75 will be our high. Showers and thunderstorms are likely. Again, some could be severe, and it'll be quite gusty out there as well. Southwest winds 15 miles per hour, gusts to 25. So even if you're not in a thunderstorm, it'll still be quite windy out there for your Thursday. And taking a look for the next 7 days, again, tomorrow severe storms are quite likely. It'll be quite warm and muggy as well. And then as we go into the weekend, it'll be warm again as well. We'll almost be in the 80s as we go throughout Friday and Saturday. Nicer weather for Friday, a slight chance for showers and storms on Saturday, although we're not expecting any severe weather with that system. And then as we go into next week, we'll cool down a little bit back into the low 70s. Nicer weather will return, and Tuesday again will be a nice day. We'll be a tad bit warmer before our next chance of rain will be next Wednesday with a high of 75.